up, YouTube? Let me go live on my other platforms. And so let me try to get this adjusted. My tripod is not that good. So let me get Facebook set up. Hold on 1 minute. Oh, I got so many different camera angles going on, things to do. If I can get this set up. So going to said I was going to do the live training on hello YouTube. Make sure you take the time to hit that thumbs up button for me. Something is wrong. Okay, let me get my Facebook set up. I'm going to show you all the live checks and everything I got today from my mortgage company, right? And my internet is giving me a little issue, so I hope you all stay with me live because we're having not bad weather, but it's you know, rain weather here tonight in Mississippi. So I'm trying to get all this set up and going, and then I get right into it, right? I get right into it. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you. You all share this on Facebook because I'm not on my regular Facebook page. Thank you for the thumbs up on YouTube. And even if you give me a thumbs down, thank you for the thumbs down. Hey, anything you do to participate, it helps. It helps notify and build the audience. So let me get my last platform set up and I'll be ready to go. If you're on Facebook, because I'm not on my personal page on Facebook, but my business page, make sure that you share this on your personal timeline. Hello. I got my cousin tuning in. So make sure you share this on your personal timeline. And then we can get started, right? We can get started. So, real quick, while I'm getting everything set up to go live, I had someone just recently who sent me an email, right? They recently sent me an email, you know, in a kind manner. It started out kind, saying, hey, I know you're very busy. I do thank them for acknowledging that I am busy, right? And they said, but it's been a week and I haven't got my credit consultation. So I said, okay, let me stop what I'm doing and get on top of that. You know, it's a week. It's pretty long time. So I looked at the email trend and I noticed that thank you for the thumbs up on YouTube. Facebook, share this on your personal timeline. Just know when someone shares any information with you that can free you financially, you know, you should do your part and you know, and participate and show and pay the price of having information shared to you and show that you appreciate it, and just take time to share the context, to share the knowledge, right? Take time to share it on your page. So back to hello. So I'm on all three platforms, right? So this individual sent me an email and it said, thank you for the thumbs up on YouTube. YouTube, on my iPhone, so I'm not sure if I can see your comments as I usually do. Facebook, I can. So if you're tuning in, put the name of your city and state. Them is tuned in, or Shy, Chosen. I can't see YouTube. Lydia's on Instagram, right? Thank you for sharing, Chosen. He shared the video. Make sure you all share this, even if you're on YouTube or Facebook. But the video started, the email started out saying, I know you're very busy, it's been a week. So I noticed that in that week's time, this person, okay, I do see you, Tina, Miss Jackson was still, have you heard anything? Because Miss Jackson from Houston, she's a prime example. There was just some things going on with her credit, and it's like nothing was going through, so she had to remove identity theft report. But in her doing that, she has been very, very patient. Now, and so this person said, so I noticed that when the person sent me their password to log into Identity IQ, that they sent me just one minor mistake. It was supposed to be a lowercase, then it sent me capitalized. And I said, well, that's why you didn't get your report when I was trying to log in. You had the incorrect password. So I tried to log in today, and it's saying that their payment didn't process through. You know, it's just a $1, right? A $1 sign-up fee. Now you have the option of counseling within 7 days if you do not. Hello, ATL Benjamin. If you do not want to pay the monitoring services, which is $21, I think. So in response to the email, the person told me, well, I cancel it. You told me, no, I didn't tell you that. I put in my context when you signed up that I highly recommend that you keep the monitoring service, right? But if you don't want to pay the fee, you can cancel within 7 days. It's either $21 or $24. I don't know. But now I'm going to make it just tell it mandatory that you keep the credit monitoring. And this is why. So this person, I don't know, they seem to be upset. They paid, at the time it was $30 for a consultation. I've now increased the consultation to $50 because it's more thorough of what you receive, right? It's a more in-depth credit analysis than what I was given in the past. Okay, well, Chosen says just $19.99. So, okay, $20, right? So this person would have, and I said, well, you can just easily go back in, spend $1, sign up, and if you want to cancel again. Well, I said, because it was not my fault, right? That your credit report is nobody's fault. It was a mistake. And so this person went on, you didn't have to get smart. Listen, I'm the CEO of me and my company. It's not my fault that you have bad credit, but it is my decision if I want to fix it. I really want you all to get that understood, right? It is not my fault that you have bad credit, but it is my decision if I want to fix it, if I want to take you on as a client. If you don't like my analog with you, my dialogue with you, and my emails, it's so many other people on social media that do or state they do credit repair. Right, it's true, Benjamin. So if you don't like the way I dialogue with you in my emails, you have that right. Because to me, that was a simple $1 decision that you could have made to get your credit analysis. Now this, I can tell you that I have received the private messages, and I won't call anybody out about what they do because I haven't experienced themselves. Now, if you think you can call Lexington Law or email Lexington Law within a week and say you haven't heard anything, or Lexington Law after 3 months when nothing has been removed and you're spending all of this, this monthly fees. Daytona Beach, hello, LaTanya, Daytona Beach. Then let me know how that works, right? It's business, don't take it personal. Right, Miss Jackson, so let me know how it works when you go online and pay these monthly fees, and then after the first round, nothing happens on your credit report, right? Or do you email Lexington Law, a credit repair company, Elay Jolly on Facebook, okay, Elay J on Facebook, and say after 30 days, hey, what's your game plan? My game plan is to send in your next affidavit, but you have to know, Charleston, South Carolina, hello. You have to know that it's more than you that I'm working with. And I thought long and hard before I wanted to do this video, but I do have some people who want to be free financially and of their credit report. But I did a video, and I was talking about paying off my mortgage in 5 to 7 years. And I kid you not, right now I have my phone set on Do Not Disturb. Don't forget to share this video, you all. Share this video. But my phone would alert just like a text message when I receive an email. I had a person to email me 13 times in one night to ask me, how do you do 5 to 7 years? How do you do this with your mortgage? I'm like, so, you know what? I really didn't want to do it. because I understand people are excited about information. But I was telling my daughter, I have 3 people that she just did their critic analysis, and after I go live, I'm going to email them myself. Hello, Jesus again, the king of credit with the queen of credit, cash flow, and collection, Jesus. Hello, David. David on Facebook, Jackson. Hello, Jim. You all make sure you share this on your timeline. Share this video. But so I'm going to go over some things. I understand that you're excited about, but I was telling my daughter, I said, I don't understand. Timothy, if you can't, that's right, Timothy. If you can't catch it, you gotta cash it. And what Timothy mean by that is, if you can't catch what I'm saying for free, you all put in the comments, IG, Facebook, YouTube, free in all caps. Then you gotta cash it, right? Hello, Stanley on Facebook. If you can't catch it, hello, Success and Black Girls Design on Instagram. Successful Remedies. Hello, Coupon Coach. What's up? If you can't catch it, you need to cash it. What do I mean by that? If you can't catch what I'm putting on these lives, then you're gonna have to pay for training to get it done. Hello, Black Girl Designs. Right, free. Thank you, Max. Thank you. Hey, Miss Coupon Code. So stop. Don't send me 13 emails. Thank you. You're going to get that information for free. That's right. Thank you, YouTube. YouTube put in the comments. If you can't catch it, you got to cash it. So let me give you the, and you know what? I'm probably going to have to flip my phones and all that. So you all going to have to stay with me. I'm on 3 platforms. I'm not cross-eyed. But I will have people say, well, I couldn't tell because, the it was mirror sided, or you should have flipped your phone, or whatever. So let me show you this, and I will flip, but I have my stylist. Let me know if I need to flip this, if it's backwards, if you can't see it. But this is the let me make sure, and I'm covering my name and everything because it has my address and everything in it. So I'm trying to, so if I need to flip it, you all just put flip it in the comments. But it's a check from Chase. I'm not trying to, just trying to show you evidence. I'm not trying to just, but it's $1,874, right? $1,874. Now, how many people that you know get money back or any type of check from their mortgage brokers, right? Thank you, Mississippi. You can't catch it, you can cash it. How many people, right, that you know get money back from their mortgage? And so, okay, Tim, thank you, none. Now, somebody on Instagram, I don't think he meant any harm. I hope he didn't. He said, oh, that's $244 a month of extra money. What are you going to do with it? Get barbecue? And you know what? If it was a Caucasian person, I would have got highly offended and felt like there was a racial remark. But this was a black man, so I'm like, well, I don't even like barbecue. I eat grilled food. But someone do the math for me. $244 a month times 12. How much is that? Oh, you all don't know where the $244 come from. Let me show you that. So this is where he got the $244 from. I've already put my name. This is Chase. So I already darkened my name out. So you can see the mortgage was $1,346. All right, you can see, trying to show $1,346. And this date was just in, what date is that showing? This was the most recent statement that I had. So, and this was in just February of this year. But it was more, I was paying it all the way up to like March or April. And this is the new statement that came in the mail today with the refund escrow check for $1,206 as my new monthly payment that's due on August 1st. So $1,206. So I think that's 200, roughly what? Someone do the math for me, $244 a month, and then multiply that by 12, and then let me know how much of that cash flow is increasing, right? Someone do the math and pull that up for me. 244 times 12 is what? Somebody help me out. 244 times 12. Someone do the math for me. Come on, you all have to participate. This is our free information, so participate. 244 times 12 is what? All right, 2092, 2000. So let's say $3,000. Let's work with round numbers. As you can see, I'm not that good at math. So let's work with round numbers. Let's say $3,000. So I'm increasing by $3,000 a month, right? And this person is talking about, thank you, 2,928. So let's say this $72 short, but I'm gonna round it up to like 3,000. And this person is talking about what am I gonna do with the extra money by barbecue? I didn't really get that. It wasn't, really funny to me, but I just like, no, I don't even eat barbecue. That's just like I went to a restaurant one time, and the waitress, I was the only African American or black at the table, and the waitress said, would you like hot sauce, right? And when the waiter, thank you, chosen, when the waiter walked away, I said, well, why did she just ask, or he asked me, did I want hot sauce? And then ask you all, because I'm black. And of course, they laughed. They were my friends and co-worker. And silly, right? But I didn't. And then the next day, my coworker, who was also Caucasian, who way more than I do, wanted to continue what she thought was a joke and say, "Would you like any watermelon today?" Right? And I said, "No, I would recommend a watermelon diet for you." Right? So I can be very, very sarcastic, right? I know I smile and I'm queen of critic on video, but I have a sarcasm part of me too. And so when these people come to me, maybe the first 30 days, believe you me, there's nothing more I want than to brag about that I did get a bankruptcy out in, I think, was it 30 or 40 days? I have gotten collections and charge offs in 30 days. LOL, Mississippi, right. But usually collections, for me, take 2 rounds, which is 2 months, which is 60 days. And as I stated earlier, I told my daughter, I said, only in Texas been, I told my daughter, I said, these people, I'm just going to give you 3 years. These people live with bad credit for 3 years, right? Because it takes at least 6 months for a status to go in charge off. I can tell you don't play. You can tell, yes, I don't. Because I coach basketball as well, so I had the same mindset as credit. And so, let's say you live with bad credit for 3 years and you can't, or 6 years, or 4 years, or 5 years, and 2 months is too long for you, even 3. Let me tell you, I've gotten the messages. I've come behind people. I work with this person on YouTube that charged them double than what I charge, and they could not get the charge off my credit report, and I did not get my $1,200 back. No nonsense, right? Or I did this program that costs $48 a month for me to do it myself, and I didn't get anything done. I couldn't get it deleted, and now I'm coming to you. Or I've been with Credit Code or Lexington Law, or I tried this person who's bigger than me on YouTube or even Facebook, and they didn't get it done. So don't come with me after 30 days, no nonsense, LaTanya, and say, what's your game plan? I got a game plan. You just email. And then my friend, he's my friend. I don't know if he's watching, from Mississippi. He's one of the ones that signed up earlier from Mississippi when I was doing credit repair in Mississippi. I get too many people from Mississippi say, can I meet you? Let me tell you this. If one of you all pay me, I'm going to do a low fee, $650 for example, to get some collection and charge off your credit report. And it takes me about an hour to get that together. Counsel. I did read your email before I went live. I didn't read all of it, but I did read it. I scanned over because when I log off, I'm going back to do like 3 credit consultation emails. So I will read it again. I know you said that you've been doing it yourself, and some things you need to get removed. So I will respond when I log off the time. And so, okay, Miss Johnson, okay, and so, you're not. It's a process, people. It is a process. I brag. The things I know I can get out 15 days inquiries. Some things are just cut and dry. Usually even my collections, even medical collections, get off in 30 days. Here lately, Experian been kind of pushing and shoving with it for whatever reason. I don't know what Experian is on here lately. I usually have no problem with collection charge. I usually take me 2 attempts, right? My game plan is for you to notify me when you receive something from either one of the credit agencies with your results. That's the game plan. Once you notify me, then I'll do what I need to do from there if those things that you need deleted or not deleted, right? But in this game, you know, I can see why a lot of people that used to do credit repair on these social media have just really went to do it yourself, and they stopped really just, being hands-on because of the impatience. I listen to Corey P. Smith on YouTube. He's pretty much out the game because, see, when people do credit repair and they learn how to leverage their credit to start investing in real estate and things that bring them passive income, they don't deal with this everyday impatience from people. And Corey P. Smith, one of the biggest people I've started studying on YouTube, he's not even in the game anymore, right? And so that's why, because of the impatience. So if it took you 3, 4, 5 years, I don't think 2 or 3 months is a long time. I don't even think you spending $19 because you have to keep your credit monitoring services for over 7 days is a long time. Matter of fact, I'm going to get to the point where I'm going to make it mandatory because I have people that ask me, I haven't received anything from the credit agencies. What does that mean? Okay, here's the number to them. I'm not the CEO or Equifax, TransUnion, or Experian. You can call and request yourself. Once I've sent you notification that it's been mailed and you can log on since you received, it's really out of my hands at that point. They have 30 days to respond. Now, if you want quicker notification via email, keep the credit monitoring services. So for the people that just log in, I'm going to go over this for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, then I'm logging off. This is the check that my mortgage used to be $1,346. That frees me up roughly $2,000, let's just say $950 a month, right? I mean a year, I'm sorry. And then this is the proof of results today that the payment went down or has been reduced to $1,206. $1,206. So how did I do this? Well, first of all, let's start here. You need to get a 680 or a 720 or higher credit score, right? Let's get you a 680 and if this have glare, then I'll cut the lights off. It starts with credit. I think it does have glare. So let me thank you. No haters. Let me cut this other light on so I can make sure that we have a little light in here. And you can thank my daughter for doing our credit analysis, and you can get your report tonight. So if you do not have at least a 680, and it's still glary, so I'm kind of talking, or a 720, you should wait till you get there. We're gonna say it that way. Wait until you get there, because at this point, let me see if I write it in red, if it makes any difference. But if you can't, at this point, it's visible. Okay, thank you, Benjamin. At this point, you won't be able to get the credit card offers, I think. What about you, Instagram? That you will need, right? Let me log off Instagram real quick. That you will need to let me close this on Instagram right quick and switch to Periscope, because I try to share the love to get those 0% credit card offers that I would prefer you get to make the best decision with that, right? So I prefer that when you use, and it's called velocity banking, when you use those concepts, right, I prefer if you got the 0% interest rate credit card balances, especially if you are new to this, right? Tilt it forward. Okay, I'll try. Let me get my Periscope going. All right. I don't even know if it is tip because the way it's set up. So I'll just kind of hold it forward at some point, right? So, um, so what I did, I got my credit score. Actually, my credit score is higher than a 720. So I had two credit cards at 0% interest rate. And what I did, two credit cards, 0%. What I did was got that balance transfer offer. The balance transfer was also for 0% interest rate on the card. Call and request that the balance be transferred, and I put it towards the principal of the mortgage. Now, when I first, and excuse my writing, I put it toward the principal payment. I had a game plan already set up that, okay, this is a $5,000 card. One of them was, for example. So I knew that I wanted to pay this off in 12 months, that I would need $500 at least minimum of positive cash flow. So that you have to make sure this does not work if you don't have the positive cash flow to go along with it, right? Because you don't want to get interest on those 0% credit cards because it will be accumulating interest. So whatever the balance is, like for example, if you get to 12 months and you still owe 1,200, they won't put the interest on the 1,200. The interest will be on the starting 5,000 balance. So you want to have a game plan to have the positive cash flow along with the credit score, right? And so once I had the game plan to pay off both of my credit cards, both of them was $5,000, so that means I need $1,000 of extra cash flow. The first thing I did for the cash flow, one of the first things I did to build the cash flow was my W4 wealth training, right? This is the first thing I did was my W4 wealth training for $19.99, one-time fee. Alright. Hello, it's that Miko Massey. This gave me an additional $500, right, to knock out one of the cards out of my paycheck. That I didn't have to work overtime. I didn't get a promotion. I didn't get a pay raise, right? So this was an extra $500 out of my paycheck. So I know I had the cash flow to put towards one of the credit cards. And then what I did was I paid off all of my vehicle mortgages with the extra money that I got from either doing credit repair or disputing debt collectors for people that had debt collectors write them, and I saved them thousands of dollars. Okay, you signing up Thursday? Good deal. Yeah. Or even from this W4 wealth because it's only $20, but they thank you so much, Chosen, for the congratulations. They still will give you a referral fee or a business fee, right? And then my business partner, if you see any of that, he's a tax strategist, right? So some things he helped me with was that my student loans, I need to see that again, YouTube, the question went off. My student loan payment were $160 a month, right? My student loan payment, thank you, was $160 a month. What he did was, I don't know how he did it, I didn't, but because he got my AGI, which stands for Adjusted Gross Income, very low on my taxes, he applied this to my student loan payment for income-based repayment, and my student loans went from $160 a month to zero. So that freed up an additional $160. My vehicle, I still had a vehicle note at the beginning of this year for it was real low finance, 3%, but the note was, I think, $350 a month. So he said, did it affect my taxes? I guess it's what he's asking. So when I got a tax return at the beginning, I got a tax return at the beginning of the year because through my W-4 wealth training, it teaches you how to get 475 tax deductions, right, versus just 15 as an employee. Or I teach you through the program. And it takes system and strategies, right? And so once I had 475 tax deductions to claim for business tax deduction through my W-4 wealth program, I got a tax return at the beginning of the year, and they gave me the money to pay off my car note that I had in January. So that freed up an additional $350. So you're looking at the 350, 160, and then the extra money for my side business, which is now paying towards the second credit card balance of $500 a month to pay it off without getting any fees or interest. Now, then you all put this number in the comments, participate. My credit score was 823. And I say was because I have some business credit card and it dropped my points a couple of points, but it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna die with a 750 or 800 credit score and do nothing with it, but just say, hey, I have a high credit score, right? I'm going to leverage my credit to create cash flow, right? For Michael, I'll put my email and my standard message that I give everybody in my comments when I finish this video. So I did that, got an 823 credit score, and then what I did with that is, thank you so much, LaTanya, is I called my mortgage, right, and I went shopping for lesser homeowners insurance, right? So instantly my PMI, if you all have a home or you're a home buyer, you know PMI stands for private mortgage insurance. So once I got my principal balance down on my mortgage, my PMI dropped off. So that freed up $170 a month. See, look how credit is freeing up all of this cash flow. Look how having a good credit score, that's why I tell you our credit is chess, it's not checkers. There are so many different options that you can do with credit to create cash flow, right? So my PMI insurance dropped, private mortgage insurance, which freed up $170 more. Once that dropped, look at my cash flow still building, and I'm still getting income from credit consultations, collection debt disputes and consultation, and my W-4 wealth training, right? And so all of this cash flow, student loans go from 160 to 0. My car note is gone. No car notes on any of my vehicles. And then my private mortgage insurance is gone. So I had travelers homeowners insurance. When my credit score got the highest point that I could get it, which is an 823, then I called and got a second quote for homeowners insurance. And that's where the refund check of $1,874 came in. This is where this check is, because that insurance was so much cheaper. It was over $2,000 cheaper per year, right? Because my credit score was so high. And not only did they give me a check for the difference, but also it freed me up an additional $244 of cash flow from my mortgage. I'm paying in my mortgage payment what some people pay for a rent, for renting an apartment. And I have, more square footage. So I'm paying for my mortgage what some people pay to rent an apartment, right? And so now I get $2,950 more a year. Then I'm getting $1,800 less a year for insurance. And so that's why, I made the video earlier about my experience with some pastors out of Mississippi who didn't pay me to, do the things to their credit results. And that's fine, because they won't get these benefits, right? Thank you for the digital love, Web. I got your credit consultation. I'm going to get ready to email you and take care of Miss LaTanya as well. Uh, they won't be in position to get things like this. So I have more square footage. I have privacy in my home. It's plenty enough, and I'm cash flow free. So what do I do? Once I pay down these two credit cards, people, I repeat. Recycle the process and repeat, and I continue to make lump sum payments toward my principal, right? That automatically save you thousands, years off your mortgage and thousands of paid interest. If you, like for example, if you look at your mortgage statement, this is my mortgage statement, and it states that my principal payment out of the 1,206. Okay, thank you. Uh, Only $362 of that is applied to my principal. 427 is interest, and 416 is escrow. Now I was able to reduce my escrow, was way more than that, but I reduced that by my homeowner's insurance, getting another quote and switching over with that. But every time I put this money towards the principal, right, it knocks down the interest payment, and my mortgage interest payment will get lower and lower every time I do this. And so this is a strategy for 10 months. Again, start with your W-4 wealth if you have a paycheck, right? Or if you already are a business owner and you have a brick and mortar business and you live in a house or an apartment, your brick and mortar business does not give you tax deductions from your home. Did you all know that? Did you know that? If you knew that, knew that. If you have a brick and mortar business, you can't get tax deductions from paying your utilities, paying your light bill, water bill. But I'm coming before you live now via internet, right? And because, okay, hello profit. That's a tax deduction for me now because I have a home-based business entity, and this is what the W-4 wealth strategy for $19 help you implement. So even if you have a business outside your home, and you're on a 1099, I recommend you still get the W-4 wealth because now you can get the business tax deductions inside your house or even your apartment. Okay, someone said no. Okay, Timothy said no on YouTube. Even the square footage of this area, this office space that I'm coming before you, is a tax deduction, a tax write-off for me. So that's it in closing. Do you all have any questions for me? Any questions that you want to put in the comment? Because I need to get to my clients. I need to do these credit consultations, and I need to read some emails. So do you all have any questions about what I just explained? So let me recap, because I am a public school teacher, right? Let me recap. Number one, start with your W-4 wealth. It doesn't matter if you already have your brick and mortar business, you had no business idea, if you already have a landscaping business or whatever, you still need to get the home-based business tax deduction. That's what I teach you with the W-4 wealth strategy. Thank you so much, Benjamin. It's $19 one time, but it is $34, I think $95 a month. Now, I hope some of the people are watching. Some people sign up for W-4 wealth and they cancel over $35. Well, this is catching all the knowledge. Thank you so much, Mississippi. This is going to hurt you when it comes tax time because legally you're not obligated to those home-based business tax deductions anymore because you're not part of the home-based business. And I will hope that no tax preparer will lie and make up those tax deductions for you, because if you get audited, then you don't have any proof that you are a part of this business kit, the W-4 wealth training that gives you those tax deductions. Then you're going to have less taxes taken out of your paycheck, but you're going to put yourself in a position that you owe more over a $35 monthly or $34.95 monthly subscription. So keep the subscription, whether you have your own business or you just want to tie this to it. Okay, but I can make the W-4 work. You can make the W-4 work. Sonny, we put that in there. It came and it went. You say you just got approved for 0% finance. But I wouldn't risk that because you're talking about $34 a month. That's less than $400 a year to get thousands of back in tax return. So all of this takes a mindset shift, right? Who wouldn't, if I told you, if you give me $400 between January and April, it's going to bring you 4,000 back, or 2,000 back, or 3,000 for 400. Is that a good investment? Yes or no? Right. And so let me stop this. So it all takes a mindset shift, right? We need people just to shift their mindset, because I'm really afraid of the people who signed up for this and then they canceled halfway through. I don't know what it is. I think you could have canceled your cable right before you canceled your $34 subscription. Yeah, Marcy, I did. No, I just made that live that I changed the consultation from $30 to 50. So Marcy, my daughter just did some credit analysis. You probably was in that, and so no, you don't have to pay me anything additional. I don't switch on people like that. That was the price at that time. So this is just starting today. And if not, I'll check and make sure that we get that information to you. All right. It takes 20 years to pay half of your mortgage, because mortgages are heavy front load. The first 5 years, people pay about 90% interest. That's right. And the only way, you can't do this with a extra payment. You can't do this with making an extra mortgage payment every year. That won't work. You have to apply the lump sum towards the principal. Now, why this won't work? Because let's say if your mortgage is $1,500, $1,000 will not chunk into the interest. It's like Pac-Man, right? And I'm looking down because I'm trying to find something. Let's say you're Pac-Man, and you know Pac-Man, the objective of that is you want to eat all the pebbles on the board. Well, making that one little small extra chunk towards that principal is not going to position you to save really anything worthwhile in your interest. So that's why you want to turn the banks against each other. See, everything I did here with my Chase mortgage, I used Chase Bank to get that done, right? I used my Chase, I had a Chase Freedom credit card, 0%. So I turned Chase against Chase. If that makes sense. So if that makes sense, it makes sense. But it doesn't matter what type of credit card you have. You can have Bank of America at 0%. You can have Discover at 0%. You can have some type of Visa. Long as the interest is 0%, that's where I want you to be. And you can't get there unless your credit score is between a 680 and a 720. Okay, so Sonny, are you already applying this? You said you have a 0% Chase credit card at 15,000 credit limit. So have you already called Chase and got the balance transferred to apply towards the principal of your mortgage? So that means that you will roughly, I don't know how many months is that, Chase? You said 15,000. So how many months is that 0% balance transfer good for? Sonny. Then I'm signing off. So first step, recap. Get started, get your credit score up, right? Second step, then you want to do the W4 wealth. Get your cash flow to combine with your credit. Credit and cash flow is power, right? Credit and cash flow combined is power. So look in your own paycheck. My recent person that I did it for, she was able to bring $416 more into our house. Okay, that's great. So you got 17 months. You do 17 by 15,000. If you apply this strategy, then that lets you calculate how much extra cash flow you need to pay that off without getting that extra interest on your credit card. All right, after you go through your W4 wealth, I recommend that you get with the tax strategies that I recommend. Again, he's flooded with clients. This is not a referral, but I do know he knows all the business tax deductions, home-based business tax deductions that's associated with this business kit and W4 Wealth Training. That's why I recommend him. Thank you so much. Your experience score is 734 just from watching my video. Thank you so much. It is so good to have some positivity, right? Because I have so many frustrated people that want a quick fix in their credit. That some of them when they get their fix or when they get the house, they don't ever email me back or text me back to say thank you. right? Or that it's kind of hard for me to get testimonials for people, especially on the collection side, because I say people 10,000, 11,000, 13,000 dollars in collection, and they think, oh my God, if I give a testimonial, the debt collector might come back. No, it won't. It's the law, people. Nothing comes back. Now I have some people that said they some things come back on their credit report. If it comes back on your credit report, that means that when they sent you in the mail the results, it had removed on there and not deleted. So it's a difference, right? You read your credit report and it says removed, it's different than deleted. So if something says removed, that means they removed it temporarily, right? But they can insert it back at any time. Deletion is gone. Now, but there is a law in the Fair Credit Reporting Act that if something is removed, that they must notify you. I can't think of it right on top of my head, but I think within 5 or 10 days before they reinsert it. But a lot of people don't know that, right? And they don't know how to respond back when something is reinserted. But that's how the reinsertion law works, right? And so, people really perish because lack of, thank you, 5 days, because of lack of knowledge. And you perish with your finances and financials. So that's it. I have some emails to read, some credit analysis to respond to. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for sharing this on Facebook. And thank you all for even hearing my little tantrum sometimes when I get some negative email. But I'm all fine because I like to just put it out there so I don't have reoccurring. And just know I do have my automatic responder on, right, on my emails. I don't know why people are asking me if they receive my emails. I don't know if the autoresponder is not responding to you and just telling you, thank you, you're welcome, thank you, and telling you that it would take 2 to 4 business days. But if it's not, I have it on. Some people don't get that, but you're gonna have to give me 2 to 4 business days because I'm up to here in work. I do it's more than credit. I have to dispute collections. And then thank you so much. And then I do the W-4 wealth training as well. So I'm looking at W-4s all day. I'm looking at debt collectors letters all day, and I'm looking at not perfect credit. I do get some in the 700s and everything. Yeah, I'm booked. I really am. So I would highly recommend that if you haven't heard from me in a week, just send me a reminder. Hey, Queen of Credit, I haven't heard from you in a week. Can you give me an update? I am. Thank you so much. That's why I have to get my daughter on board, right? And just know this, that if I hire people on my team to help me, then that means my prices are going to increase, right? So somebody just sent me something now. So if I hire and train a team of people, in order for me to pay them, then my prices, that's just capitalism. Then you're going to pay more. That's why my credit analysis went up, because I had to now bring my daughter on to get it more efficient. So it had to go from $30 to $20, because now I got to pay her a cut for her time. So, I can't, let me tell you, if I don't get stuff out the first round, I'm disappointed in myself, because I don't feel like dealing with your stuff a second time. You're not on a monthly payment with me. Don't ever think that I don't want your stuff out round one. Right, because I got new people coming in left and right. I'm more than I can handle, but I'm grateful for this. I'm thankful for it, and it's me and my daughter now. And I'm giving you all the quickest results possible, so I don't mind receiving those reminders that you haven't heard from me. So hey, let me sign off. You all have a great night. Facebook, make sure you share this on your timeline. Thanks for tuning in, Queen of Credit. So Jesus, you asked the question. King James, hello, King James. I'm Queen of Credit. What's up? Jesus asked if she doing velocity banking. And let me tell you all something. That's just very basic level. Good night of velocity banking that I share. There are other people that have other strategies like HELOC, home equity line of credit, or PLOC, personal line of credit. Oh my God, I don't even think I kept this. I don't even think I saved it on Facebook. I usually save it. So, how old do inquiries have to be? I recommend that you only get the ones. Then my daughter just asked me what's inquiry, why it affect your credit score. And I told her, I said, well, like you're going shopping, and someone say, hey, you can save 20% at Bells if you apply for this credit card. I say that's a pull on your credit report, and if you don't get approved, it can hurt you more than help you, right? It counts 2 to 5 points. So that's the way I explained it to her. Loan, then mortgage. Okay, I guess you all have a private conversation. So I only recommend the inquiries that show within the last two years that you did not get approved for, because if you try to dispute the ones that you got approved for the line of credit, then they can possibly close the account and they can hurt your credit score even worse than the inquiry itself. And so the ones with anything older than 2 years inquiries, they fall off in 2 years anyway. So it's not even calculating your credit score no more, and it's not even worth you trying to remove it. They'll fall off. You know, they fall off in 2 years by themselves, or they should, right? So if you have anything older than 2 years, you need to challenge and write the credit agencies on that. So yeah, inquiries are very important, because if you get more than 6 months, it'll disqualify you to be a home buyer, to get approved for a home, and it'll disqualify you for business credit, which is very powerful credit. You can even use this with business lines of credit, velocity banking, which is great because there are certain business cards that does not even show on your credit report. I have a $25,000 credit limit. I can max it out or do whatever, and it'll never show debt reporting on my credit report. So that's the beautiful thing about that. So you can evenly use this concept with business credit. So there's so many different lines of credit. It doesn't have to be credit cards, but that was just a very simple information that I gave and I shared with you all for free. So just also, you're welcome. Also remember too that it was my credit score that got my escrow down, and they gave me the $1,800 and something check. Right? It was because of my credit, and I redid my home mortgage insurance, because at the time that we got the house, my credit score wasn't as high then. Right? So use credit to create your cash flow. All right, time for me to get on my laptop. It's time to do laptop work. Hey, you all have a good night.